Good morning, students. Today I am going to explain about reflection of light. Children, today the following objectives we are going to learn terms normal, angle of incidence, and angle of reflection, and state the angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection, and use this principle in construction, measurements, and calculations. Children, what is light? What is the nature of light, children? Light is a form of energy which enables us to see. So, without light, we cannot see the things. Okay, because it's a form of energy, and it travels in a straight line. Light always travels in a straight line. It travels at its very speed, 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second in vacuum. It is emitted by luminous sources such as sun, stars, candles, and lamps, etc. Children, what is luminous bodies? Luminous bodies means the objects or the substances which can emit light by themselves are called luminous bodies. For example, sun, star, candles, lamps, etc. are called luminous bodies. So white light is a mixture of 7 different color, children. So the nature of the light is, especially white light, is a mixture of 7 different colors, namely red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Generally we can say Vibgyor, children. Vibgyor containing 7 colors. Light is a transverse wave and forms part of the electromagnetic spectrum. So light ray. The path along which light energy travels is called ray. The path along which light energy travels is called ray. It is represented by a straight line with an arrow to show its direction of motion, children. Observe, children, here the ray of light is shown with an arrow to show its direction of motion. Beam of light. A beam of light is a bundle of light rays, children. So parallel beam, and this is converging beam. So when a light rays travel in a straight line parallel to each other and they meet at single point, that point is called converging beam of light. Now diverging beam of light. So the light rays, multiple number of light rays travel from the same point and move different directions. This is called diverging beam of lights. Reflection of light. Generally reflection means straight, I will tell children. The light coming back after hitting a smooth surface is called reflection, children. The and another difference is here. The abrupt change in the direction of propagation of light rays that strike the boundary between different medium. So once again, I repeat I will tell you the another definition. The light coming back after hitting a smooth surface is called reflection of light. So what is called normal, children? An imaginary line perpendicular to surface where the reflection occurs. For example, children, here a plane is there, children, here. So the plane is that, imagine that is a normal, that is a mirror. So the line which is drawn perpendicular to the plane, that is called P, shown with P. So this is called normal to the plane of the mirror. Okay, observe, children, normal to the plane of the mirror. Reflection of light. The ray striking the surface, that is incoming ray. So plane surface is there, plane mirror is there. The incident ray is what? The ray striking the surface, that is the incoming ray is called incident ray. And the ray which is moving away from the surface is called reflected surface, that is outgoing ray, that is reflected ray. Reflection, the angle between incident ray and normal high. Angle high, angle of incidence, angle R, angle of reflection, children. So incident ray, normal, reflected ray. The angle between the reflected ray and normal, especially observe, children, here angle high and angle R. So here what we can say, always remember that angle of incident is equal to angle of reflection on the plane. Laws of reflection, children. Law 1. The incident ray, the reflected ray, and the normal at the point of incidence all lie in the same plane, children. So that is first law. The incident ray, the reflected ray, and the normal at the point of incidence, and the normal at the point of incidence all lie in the same plane. And law 2, children. The angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection, that is angle high equal to angle R. For example, one, children, the diagram shows a ray of light being reflected by a plane mirror Mn. Which one of the following statement is completely correct, children? Observe here. The 4 points options are given children here. So here observe children, LP is the instant ray, no doubt LP is the instant ray and X is the angle of, so LP is the instant ray and X is the angle of instance and Y is the angle of refraction. So Y is the angle of reflection children. Okay, this is the right answer children, because angle I equal to angle R always. So X is the angle of instant, angle Y is the angle of reflection. Okay, reflection by the plane mirror. Now children observe here, normal always perpendicular to the mirror, angle I, angle of instant, angle R, angle of reflection. So always instant ray equal to reflected ray. Observe children, the diagram show a ray of light reflected in a plane mirror. What is the angle of reference children? So angle of incidence is nothing but 90 minus 40 is 50 degrees, 50 degrees children. Now angle of reflection also 50 degrees. Why? Because angle I equal to angle R. Observe children, here also example 3. A ray of light is reflected from a plane mirror as shown in the diagram below. What is the angle of incidence? What is the size of the angle of marker B? No doubt the angle of incidence 90 minus 10 equal to 8 degrees. The angle B also 80 degrees children. Now again for example 4. The diagram shows a ray of light striking a plane mirror. What is the angle of incidence if the total angle between the incident ray and the reflected is 20 degrees? So children observe here, angle of incidence, angle of reflection, that is 70 by 2 equal to 35 degrees children, 35 degrees. So example 5 children observe here, in the figure below ray AB will be reflected twice. Find the angle of reflection in the second reflection. Copy the figure and compare the path of the ray children. Observe here, angle R1 is 30 degrees, angle R2 is equal to angle I2. So 90 minus 30 is equal to 60 degrees. The formation of image on a plane mirror children. To the high, all the reflected rays appear to have come from high the image. Thus the image formed is virtual. Okay, the image formed is virtual. Real and virtual images. What are called real and virtual images children? A real image is one which can be formed on a screen children. The image which can be caught on screen or which can be formed on the screen is called real images, and it is produced by that converge at the position of the image. So when the light rays travel parallel to each other after hitting a mirror, they converge at a point in front of the mirror, and that point is the image of the point. So that's why real images are always formed on the screen. A virtual image is in which cannot be formed on a screen. It is produced by reflection of light. So virtual images is one which cannot be formed. So they are virtual images. They are always formed behind the mirror children. So it is produced by the reflection of light. Image formed by plane mirror. It is a virtual image. It is upright image. It is a ladder inverted. It has the same size as the object. Distance of the image from the mirror is equal to distance of the object from the mirror. Okay children. So example children, observe a person stands 2.0 meters in front of the mirror as shown. How far from the person is here image? So image 4.0 from the person. So example 2 children, observe all these examples. Ray diagrams observe here. Image formed by the plane mirror observe here. Various cases of rays. Okay. So let us learn what is types of reflection. What are types of reflection? There are two types of reflections are there. There are regular reflection, image formed by a plane on smooth surface, image can see by your eyes. So observe children, regular reflection means, so when the rays, parallel rays strike on the plane mirror, and again whatever the reflected rays, parallel rays out, means what? See, the rays which are reflected will be also parallel. That can be countable, and we can see with our naked eyes. So those images are called, or those reflections are called regular reflections. Diffuse reflection, image found by a white paper with rough surface, image found usually not clear. Diffuse means nothing but irregular reflection. Irregular reflection. They are not regular reflections. Okay, periscope children. Periscopes are used in submarines too, so that the people below the water surface can see what is happening above. So very very important, these periscopes are used nowadays, especially that army people are using this to see the enemies on the surface of the land by sitting under the trench trench of the land, they can observe the movements of the enemies or terrorists at the border of the India. They can observe the movements of the terrorists by using periscope, children. Okay. And periscopes are used to submarine to the people below the water surface can see what is happening above. So the periscope consists of two parallel plane mirrors or prism. Could you guess at what angle should each mirror be placed? The angle between the two plane mirrors must be 45 degrees, children. So what type of periscope is better, mirror or a prism? Mirrors periscope is a better. Okay, children. So this is what I said. And one more important thing is what are concave mirrors and convex mirrors, children. Concave mirrors and convex mirrors. For example, children, when you look at the inner portion of the spoon, you find reversed image. The inner portion of a spoon acts as a concave mirror, children. The inner portion of the spoon acts as a concave mirror. And when you look at the outer portion of the spoon, you find small size of image of you. Outer portion of the spoon acts as a convex mirror, children. So that's why I have seen the mirror whose reflex surface look like the head of a steel spoon. So the mirrors which contain curved reflective surfaces, are called spherical mirrors. So there are two types. There are concave mirrors and convex mirrors, children. So why do we call concave and convex mirrors or spherical mirrors, children? Suppose, children, a small act we can do it, children. Take a rubber ball and cut a portion of it with a knife. So now observe, the inner surface of the cut piece of a ball is called concave mirror surface, inner surface, and the outer surface of it is called convex surface. So if the reflecting surface of a mirror is concave, it is called concave mirror. If the reflecting surface is convex, then it is called convex mirror. So any convex or concave mirror is a part of sphere, hence these mirrors are called spherical mirrors. Okay, thank you, children. Hope you understand about today's reflection of light. Again, you go to the chapter once again and you can read the textbook, especially chapter 9 it is. You can read each and every point clearly and understand the concept. Thank you and have a nice day.